Afternoon, everybody. I see you're all in there having a good chat. Cheers. I'm having some water to start. I'm Phil.
I'm Deepa.
And welcome to Whisky Mystery. What is Whisky Mystery? We are blind tasting our way through 200 different bottles of whiskey. And we are currently up to number 92. This one was picked by Swami and maybe Samuel last week. Kind of a bit of a joint pick. So, I think we got a little bit of peat, didn't we, when we tried it last week? Let's do legs. Get a bit of a coating. And let's see how those legs roll. Can you roll legs? I'm going to add water to this. Let's see how that looks. It always seems a bit of a shame to drown the whiskey like this. But it's partly to check, to see if it goes cloudy. But partly it's a nice way to make the first taste when it's only at 50% water. Hey, Food Quig's in, I just noticed. Hey, Quiggy. Cheers. I haven't got the Quig roll. Oh, quite fruity. Right, let's go over basics. Basic stuff.
Overall is tea.
The overall is tea. No, come on. Tea is like a sub-layer. Do you think it is?
Of course.
Okay, what did we call it? Honey jar of tea leaves. Okay, well, it is a bit tea.
Tea.
But is it sherry or is it ex-bourbon or is it winey? Or something?
Sherry wine.
I think there is something winey. But the other question is it peaty? Smoke?
Subtle.
And this reminds me yet again of Port Charlotte heavily peated and Isle of Barley Port Charlotte heavily peated, where we've gone, a little bit of peat. So when I was like, a little bit of peat, I was like, could be Port Charlotte heavily peated. It's a little bit sort of menthol on top of wine, on top of peat.
Mint.
Well, you sometimes get that mintiness just by the high ABV.
No.
It's cooling on the nose.
Then mostly tobacco type of tea.
Tobacco-y tea, yeah. I was sure it was peated and now I'm doubting it again.
Me too. It's very subtle.
Let's try the, if you smell your own skin to reset your nose.
In the glass.
Then I go in. Okay, now I'm picking up peat. Is it funky? Could it be funky? Springbank peat?
No, I'm not any fucking this. No farmy, no fucking. If anything is having a tea leaves.
Well, sometimes if you have winey flavours mixed with peat, it can be a bit funky. So I'm trying to work out. It's almost like menthol peat with a little bit of wine underneath. Does that make sense? Oh, Samuel Cat's in.
I'm getting a type of honey, banana, vanilla, or coconut.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to have a sip on the watered down version.
But ABV.
Do you want to go? Let's just do an initial taste with the watery one. Then we'll come back for ABV. It does spread the flavours out. It's like you got paint and really kind of spread it out.
There's no farm and no fuckiness, no food.
A little bit fruity, a little bit dark fruit.
And more of honey.
A little bit honey. Yeah, it is honey and tea leaves, isn't it?
Yeah, and tobacco.
Tobacco. Did you get ashiness on the finish?
No. It's very short finish, but it's pleasant. It's very savoury, tobacco-y type. I like it.
It feels like there's peat in there, but it's hidden under these other layers.
If you put that water, there's that free savoury flavours.
Okay, let's sip full strength and take a guess at what we think the ABV is. Pretty cooling on the nose.
I'll put it around 55 ABV.
Oh yeah, a lot of pepper rolling in the second half. 50 ABV. Bubble size still looks bigger than 50. Doesn't it? They don't last as long either. Oh, maybe this is a really strong one. 56. 56. Still looking... Oh, it could even be higher. I can tell you it's 55 to 60. Let's say that. It is higher. Let's see, what can I fit in the scroll here? It's in that range that you can see now.
And it's really...
It's very well integrated, Peter, isn't it?
It's not salty. It's agitated.
Sweeter that time. Quite sweet, actually. Reminded me a little bit of Le Jague.
Wow. The more I take, the more I'm back. It's beautiful.
About 2/3 of the way through it, there is a sour turn to it.
Subtle. It's not up.
Which makes me think winey, a winey sourness, but it's quite malty sweet at the beginning. Then you get this sort of tea leaves tobacco, a little bit sour, but I'm not really getting an ashy finish. Actually, let's go, let's go picture. I was getting something like this. So quite a lot going on there, which is a bit unknown. I'm getting a bit more kind of pepper across the top, I think. If that makes sense. So it is quite busy. Maybe not quite as busy as that picture. First off, do you like it? What score would you give it? Is it a gold or a silver? We haven't had the trophies out for a while. Somewhere it's pretty close. A silver gold? Let's compare to Le Jague 13, because that is Amontillado and peat. And we do really like this one, obviously. It's in our top 10.
The ABV. Very farmy smoke.
This is 59%. This seems slightly stronger. Oh, that's quite similar in experience though, isn't it?
It's actually similar. The only difference I think is more farmy and more smoky.
More peaty, yeah. Because the ashiness on the finish is stronger.
Yes.
Okay, let's go back to this one. Is 92 better or worse? Softer, more rounded now. Less aggressive than the Le Jague. Less smoky.
I prefer that one more because it's different. It's more salty, more peat, more farmy.
So we're saying the Le Jague is better. Port Charlotte. MRC 01. Now this is a peaty, winey red wine and peat. And too slow. 59% also.
Oh, I think it's more of a sherry. More thicker.
Well, it shouldn't be sherry. It should be red wine.
Oh, it's beautiful. Now I come back with it.
Oh, much more wine sour in this.
It's more like dark, smoky.
Is it similar though? We're in the same ballpark, I think, or the same distillery car park.
I thought they are easier. Do you think it's more silent?
3, 2, 1. Last chance. Oh, I think I might prefer that more. I don't think it's malty enough for local barley.
It's enough funky. But I think maybe...
Where's the bottle? Okay, the ABV. I should have guessed first. These are both in the same... What's the ABV of this one? Oh, it's 56.2. Right. Are we both guessing this one?
Yeah, because it's heavily peated with meat. Very is a peat.
Is it peated enough to be a Port Charlotte? We are always amazed how unpeated a Port Charlotte is.
But it's impressive.
Right, here we go.
It's beautifully integrated, very balanced, rounded.
I can tell you,
Good.
it is somewhere around 58%. It is 13 years old. How old is that? 13 years old. Cost us $150. It is an Isla. It is a Brookladdy. Oh, hang on. I've got a tear. It could be. Yes! Hey!
A firefuck.
Fireworks! Can I have fireworks over the top of the close-up camera? No, we lose them. Let's have fireworks again.
0% burns, boys.
So I think we both got that one.
0% burns, boys. That's fair.
Oh, there's only a little bit left because this is only a 500ml bottle.
Have you got any more?
Maybe. This is the bottle that you filled by yourself and you put the label on yourself. The Valinch is only something that you buy at the distillery.
Yeah, that's good.
You can put it wherever you want.
This is the centre of the label, the vertical writing. Yeah, it's good. Good job.
My first.
So Port Charlotte, heavily peated. Again, we're like heavily. It's like, okay, it's more than Springbank typically. It's more than Springbank typically is peated. But it's way, way less than an Ardbeg. Here it is. This is going to be number 93. I'm just going to write Stan. Stan's choice. Give us a challenge, Stan.
Oh, that's a colour.
That is dark. With big bubbles. I must admit, the first thing I think is, does Stan like bourbon? Those are some scary sized bubbles, aren't they? Oh. We will see you on Thursday to find out what number 93 is. You have a sip while I quickly catch up on pushing some buttons. I think we need some fireworks for Bishop Burnboy. And that's Deepa's pretend face, I think. Okay. So see you next Thursday.